Hey there, Reverend Sully, Eric O'Sullivan, ordained on the internet. The caveat, as always, please do not burn your hands holding on to my hot takes. If you do, well, that's on you, pal. It's time for my movie of the week. It's part two of my MCU series. I'm doing the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I found some great deals on some Blu-ray packs over the holidays. So this was my birthday present to myself. I watched, this time around, I watched Iron Man 3. I watched Captain America's The Winter Soldier. And, no, was it Winter Soldier first? Then Age of Ultron. And then Captain America 3. And I watched 4 of them, I think. And all I have left are Infinity War and Endgame. That's in my personal kind of edit. So, I just want to say, there was a point watching this. I really did say to myself that they're really doing this. They really pulled it off. I do have some show notes. And it's mostly about casting. I mean, and let's talk about what I didn't include. Here's a good chance to just clear a couple of things up, I guess. Have some coffee, a sip. It's a darn good cup of coffee. Keep grinding. Keep at it. You got this. What I didn't include, Doctor Strange is a movie I liked, didn't include. I haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming or Far From Home yet. I did see No Way Home at the movie theater with the Fellowship. That was great. Now I do want to see Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home. I had no interest before. Now I do. I tried to watch Guardians of the Galaxy once. I couldn't get 5 minutes into it. I'll tell you why. To me, it was a superhero rendition of Boogie Nights. But without the charm. And I already had knowing that they're just going to throw all these different characters at you. You're going to like one or two of them. And it worked. That works. And but I'm not a big Chris Pratt fan. I'm not one of his haters either. I mean, yeah, I'm just not a Chris Pratt. I mean, hopefully he'll be like Will Ferrell and there will be a breakthrough role for him with me that I'll be like, oh, you're all right with me. He is all right with me. It's just like, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is lost in me. So I didn't get or watch Guardians 1 or 2. And yeah, like what happened to the Adam Warlock stuff, huh? Exactly. But I know about it. And what else? I didn't include the Thor movies. I watched Thor 1 initially and I loved it. Well, on the subsequent viewings of Thor 1, I'm like, wow, this is a Kenneth Branagh movie. I just, I got, I missed The Dark World and I hear it was a good choice. And I really liked Ragnarok. I really did. Seen Ragnarok like 4 times. I should pick that up and put that in the collection, as along with the Spider-Man movies as well, because I will be getting No Way Home on Blu-ray and maybe even the Andrew Garfield movies, which I missed. But I will call this Act 2. It's somewhere of my Avengers story. It's Iron Man 3. I never liked it, but this time around I liked it more than I ever did. It remains my least favorite of these movies so far. I liked Avengers 2 a lot more this time, especially because, you know what? There had to come to a point I had to rationally say to myself, relax. It's just a superhero movie. It's supposed to be busy. It's supposed to be bigger than the last one. It's supposed to be over the top. This is the Avengers we're talking about. We're not. It is about something so big that you need all the individual heroes together fighting. So yeah, and I feel that that could be, besides Buffy, Joss Whedon's finest day, because it nailed, a lot more than I really liked Avengers 1, and I think it stands. But Avengers 2 has, it's got a lot to it. I mean, and James Spader, like, let me get to my show notes too. Okay, so and also the Ant-Man movies. I missed Ant-Man. I tried watching Ant-Man. I got 10 minutes into it. I turned it off. I was like, whatever. I'll take the Tic Tac joke and Civil War and go with that. And I for one, I love Tom Holland as Peter Parker. I'm a huge Tobey Maguire fan, and this totally worked for me. So Iron Man 3, yeah, it's a Shane Black movie. It's set around Christmas. There's a precocious kid, and that happens in a lot of Shane Black movies. And yeah, I just missing Favreau on that one was big. Then came Winter Soldier, and I love Winter Soldier. I love the Captain America movies. No problems with any of those. Winter Soldier did something really cool. It legitimized Batroc the Leaper. Yeah, I mean, made him a legit threat. I really appreciated that, because that villain was, rather like a joke in the books. But that was cool. And Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, I loved. Because I loved James Spader. I think he did a really good job as Ultron. And then I finished that with Captain America 3 Civil War, which is like Avengers 2.5, and leads us into Infinity War and Endgame, which I'll be covering next week. I have to watch them still. Give them their due time. I was going to cram them in, but I was like, you know what? No, let's enjoy this. The MCU. Because, whether you like Phase 4 or not, Phase 3 ended with Endgame, and it's a great time and place to walk away from it. I'm going to find something else to do. Literally, Marvel doesn't. I don't want to give Marvel any of my money or any of my attention. Yet, all of these movies kind of predate any effrontery I received from with the Twitter group blocks, and just the toxicity coming out of the editorials. I mean, just Oh Sensei is my homeboy. Yeah, and so is Kame Senin. Two bald Japanese guys, old men. I hope this isn't a cultural appropriation, but my show notes for this was I thought the bad guys in all of these movies were great. Starting with Hugo Weaving in Captain America, the First Avenger. Tom Hiddleston as Loki is just great, because he is a comic book villain. I mean, he's good at monologuing and going over the top. He's brilliant. I also thought that Cate Blanchett as Hela and Thor Ragnarok was magnificent. She looked great in that costume. She looked like Catwoman good. Like Selena Kyle Catwoman good. Like Michelle Pfeiffer level. Or Anne Hathaway looked great in that costume too. I mean, that, not being objectifying, more of, well, God, she was beautiful. Oh, wow. And Spader as Ultron did a great job. Brolin as Josh Brolin as Thanos. And Thanos' minions. Those guys are just wow. I love the depth of his anti-Avengers and how OP they are. That means, and for any geezers or any boomers in the audience, OP is the youngin's way of saying overpowered. So if they say, oh yeah, Raise Mary Sue, she's totally OP with no reason, that's what they're getting at. She's, what? Yeah, overpowered. Well, yeah, well, doesn't she have the Force? Yeah, nobody cares anymore. Yeah, but my favorite part of these movies is Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, the Falcon. I grew up on Captain America and the Falcon comic books in the 70s, and I love the Falcon. He's, I love their relationship. It was like a buddy cop movie. You know, it was like one of those. It was like Starsky and Hutch. It was gritty. It was like there was something to it. Yeah, and just I loved his outfit, and I loved how he had the Falcon, you know, with him too. Just it was really cool. Just brings me back to being a kid. And but yeah, so just now it's time for Infinity War and Endgame, and I'll be bringing that next week. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, that means that turkey's done. And yeah, Spider-Man, Tom Holland, great Spider-Man. I love this. I'm from Brooklyn. Where are you from, kid? I'm from Queens. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. That, you know, charming little like character moments. You just make these movies. And so yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you like this material. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. I'm a big lad. I can handle it. Leave a comment or a question in the comment section, and I'll read them on air when we do next week. Avengers. Yeah, we'll continue the conversation. And someday I'd like to earn your subscription. So I'm a spiritual dude, an ordained minister. I say let's get spiritual, and we often do. I am a professional chef. I offer restaurant level cooking hacks so you can make nutritious, delicious, and beautiful food for your family at your table. Have gratitude and blessings, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.